Are sticky bombs truly back in the meta in 1.5? Well, today I'm going to be giving my opinion on the sticky bomb, and if you want to know ways to counter the sticky bomb, I highly suggest you check out Skillup's video on it. I'll leave a link in the description. Other than that, let's get started on the sticky bomb and what's required to one-shot somebody in 1.5.
Alright, Broken Aces here, and now let's get on to the Sticky Bomb build in 1.5. Alright, now obviously you're still going to be want to be running 4-piece Tactician, as it, even though it has been nerfed from 1.3, it is still effective for this build. Also, I'll be running a Vigorous Chest Piece, and obviously a Specialized Backpack is just too much to pass up. Now obviously I won't be running the 2 Final Measure this time around, so you got to be cautious when running a Sticky Bomb with so much skill power and very low health, because it can one-shot you. Regardless if you have exotic damage resilience on your armor, on your chest piece, my bad, and on your mask, it will still one-shot you more or less, depending on your health. Now, what the key to this build is you have to roll every piece electronics except for one piece, have one piece roll stamina. Because if you roll every piece electronics, diminishing return starts kicking in really hard and you do not get the most out of your sticky bomb anymore. So most people tend to run one piece. Now, I like to run 2 pieces for more survivability because I'm trying to match this to my 1.3 sticky bomb build, but obviously it is impossible. You are going to be squishy regardless. But there are some factors we could use to help us. Now first let's check the BFB damage is at about roughly half a mil. That is actually enough to kill some people, not everybody, if they tend to be a little more tanky. Now with the talents, chain reaction is still a very excellent, obviously an excellent talent to go with a sticky bomb. It has been nerfed from 40% to 20%, but it is still useful in groups. Now I like to use Demolition Expert since grenades are really lethal now, 1.5. I could kill someone with a sticky bomb, and then any other explosive damage is increased by 20%. Which obviously, if I kill someone with a sticky bomb, you could toss a grenade. The grenade does 20% more damage than it already does now. I personally think that's really effective. I would also run Death by Proxy because it increases your skill power by 20% for 30 seconds when you destroy an agent's skill, such as a support station or a turret. And since these are more common in 1.5, since the days of the Pulse and the Smart Cover are gone now, this talent is much more effective. Also, I'll be running obviously Critical Save. If I'll be running in a group, I would take off Death by Proxy and I would put on Triage. Because Triage, even though you can only Triage once, it is still effective to get your cooldowns down, to get your cooldowns on your skills. I will be running a booster shot because due to my health here, I get 143k health from the self heal from the booster shot, and I'm only running 143k health. So what's the point of running an overdose if the booster shot gets the job done and I get the bonuses from the booster shot while still getting fully healed? That's why I'm running a vigorous, running a rapid chest piece, which decreases your healing skills by about 14%. Isn't really that effective. I tried it out. It's just not worth it. All your performance mods are obviously sticky bomb damage. We're going to want 4%. I only have 3.50 on some of them, but roughly all of them are 4%. Now for your actual mods, you're going to want all electronics mods with armor. I run armor regardless since the armor cap is extremely hard, basically impossible to even reach. I will still run exotic damage resilience on your mask and your vest because grenades still do damage really badly. And the weapons you want to be running are, I recommend an LMG since LMGs do hit pretty hard now. I have Competent at the bottom of mine, so that's really nice. I have it on a black market M60. The Hungry Hog is no longer the option to go. I know it was in 1.4, but it is no longer the option now. A really rolled black market M60 is better. You would also, for the sake of this video, I'm going to be showing my 182 Caduceus. I highly recommend you get an assault rifle with the weapon talented at the bottom of your gun, since you need around 4,000 firearms to reach it on a 256 weapon. I know the requirements are lower on this one, that's because it's in the 182, but the talent, what it does is when you kill an enemy with this weapon, your skill power increases by 15% for 20 seconds. So like I said, increasing your skill power by any other way to get this up around 300k or so, because when you roll another piece of electronics, you're risking more stamina. I don't want to do that, so I try to get my extra skill power from other means and methods. Other than that, this is still an okay build, but you are prone to getting killed by other sticky bombers and by groups if they focus fire on you. So I do believe the sticky bomb is much more balanced this time around. Like I said, I tried my hardest to make it as tanky as possible, which is just not going to happen. But other than that, there's nothing else you can do. A pistol really doesn't matter. You can swap out one electronics mod for firearms mod to get harmful on a pistol because the requirement is just barely off. but I wouldn't risk it. I try to get as much skill power as possible. Anyways, that's it for the build. Now let's get back to the video.
Alright, now that I showed you the build, I'm going to be giving you my personal 3 reasons why I don't think sticky bombs are overpowered as they used to be. Now, reason number 1 is because they are squishy. They are not as tanky as they used to be back in 1.3 and 1.2. Because back then you were able to, the armor cap was easier to hit. You were able to roll every piece of stamina and just spec everything else into skill power and sticky bomb damage to achieve this goal. Now number 2, it can still be countered. Like I said, I'm going to be leaving a description in the video of Skillow's video on how to counter sticky bomb. And there's actually some ways in that video that I did not know about. But if you want to know all the ways to counter it, just go ahead and look at his video. Now, reason number 3, it's a sticky bomber. They still do no damage at all. They put nothing into firearms, so with their weapon, they really can't hurt you that much. If they mess with the sticky bomb, the cooldown is still roughly around 28 seconds from what I experienced. So as long as you can just track them down, maybe slow them down, maybe put them on a bleed, put them on a shock, focus fire them, take them down. They're not as tanky as they used to be, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue. I personally think that this is a way better balance now. I do agree it was a little more broken 1.3, but so were the shotguns, so I didn't feel bad running a sticky bomb build. Now in 1.5, I did decide to try it out, even though I do run it sometimes, but it's not my go-to build anymore. I have much more other builds. I have the alpha build that people like to use with SMGs and assault rifles. I have a 4-piece sentry with a ballistic shield. I have the I have the combat medic build that I made off of a Marco Styles video. I don't know if you've seen that. He made a combat medic build for 1.4 and it works really good. It basically plays as a healer role in the division. And I personally do enjoy running that build as well. So there is build diversity this time around in 1.5, I will not lie. And yes, sticky bomb is still an option, which I'm glad is an option because they did nerf it a little too much in 1.4. I'm not sure if it was bugged or something, but it was just doing no damage at all. Now I do agree. Old players that did leave the game early on, they're gonna come back to this and they're not gonna like it. I know that, but trust me, they're squishy nowadays. They're not that hard to get rid of. And even then, you could probably roll guard damage resilience on your chest piece and on your mask, and and as long as you're running at least 2 or 3 pieces of stamina, you should be fine, and you should not get one-shotted, even with chain reaction on. Other than that, there's nothing else to say about the sticky bomb. I personally think it's okay now. It's in a way better position. Honestly, I personally think seeker mines are probably more of an issue right now, but that's a discussion for another day. And that's all I wanted to have in my opinion about the sticky bomb. I know people are exaggerating about it. It's not really that much of a big deal to me. Because for me, if I get one-shotted by a sticky bomb, it's like, oh well, whatever. It happens, I just gotta be careful. Or just stack a little more stamina. Or something else like that. Honestly, seeker mines and grenades do a lot more damage. So sticky bombs aren't really, I personally don't think that they're much of an issue. But that's all I've been wanting to say. I've been rambling on for a bit too long. And I'll see you guys in the next video.